Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Here we are, Wednesday, May 6th, 2020, I believe. I think it's still 2020. At least I think it is. Sorry for all the sweat. As you see, I just got done working out. Got to get up in the morning, got to get it in. Start the day off right, get focused and get locked in on everything that's going on. Again, hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody had a great Cinco de Mayo. I know I did. It was Taco Tuesday at my house, so it was fantastic. So this is the third saga of the old Jones Boy Files for Teacher Appreciation Week. And so one thing I want to go to this week is today, this week, delirious. Today is with science, right? Many may not know this, but science and social studies are two of my favorite subjects in school. I'll have to say science first, just because of all the cool stuff you can do with dissections, chemical reactions, all that cool stuff. And I had a chance to play around with some cool stuff when I was in high school and when I got to college and learned some really cool things. So science has always been something that's been really, really cool for me and something I've been interested in for a long, long time. And it's something that I really, really like and I enjoy. And so in high school, I had a teacher, Mr. Rodriguez, when I was at Reagan High School. He was my biochemistry teacher, or biosciences. And so he was the one who, when I was at Reagan High School, nice guy, man, loved Mr. Rodriguez to death, man, really, really good dude. And he taught us about, DNA profiling and things like this. Now, mind you, this was, 2001, 2002, somewhere around there, 2001, when I first met him, 2001. And so when I met him initially, really, really great guy, loved him to death. And so he was really, really cool and had a really cool, soft voice. But he never raised his voice at you. He wasn't going to raise your voice at you. He wasn't going to, he didn't do a lot of yelling and screaming, which teaching at Reagan High School, I don't know how he didn't do it, but he did, right? He kept control and kept command of the classroom, which, again, definitely appreciate this guy. But here's one of the biggest lessons I learned from him. And so he took the time out to explain to me about, DNA, right? Because at the time, we were learning how we were watching crime shows. And so I forget what TV show somebody had watched in class, but he was like, do y'all want to know how that works? And so we got into the whole process of like DNA and how people get convicted on DNA and how they find DNA evidence to solve crimes and all these different things, right? And I remember he brought a police officer in to come talk to us, and a forensics officer, who worked for the police department, APD. And I thought it was the coolest thing to sit back and have this officer talk to us. But not only that, but Mr. Rodriguez took the time out, because I know it was his job, right? But still, though, he didn't have to introduce us and go as in depth as he did with that. And it was definitely something I was very appreciative of him. Showing me how to use a microscope. Like, I didn't really know how to use one, but he showed me how to use the microscope, to put the DNA under there and the slides and all that kind of stuff. Like, it was really, really cool. And he definitely gauged my interest. He kept my interest in class. Nice guy. Again, one of the best teachers I've ever had in school. He's part of my, if I got to say top 5, Mr. Rodriguez is in there. And I definitely appreciate that man. Even to this day, I still appreciate him. I still remember being in his class. Now, some of the things I can't say on camera because kids are going to watch, and some of the things that, if we were getting out of line, he had to get us back in, line, but he was a good guy and he had a good heart and he loved his students. And there was nothing he wasn't going to do for us at the end of the day. I mean, he worked his tail off for us as a whole. And I really appreciate that man for that because he took the time out to mold a kid like myself, even in times where I was screwing around, I wasn't doing right, I wasn't doing the things I needed to do. He didn't come down on me. He didn't make me feel like I was small. He didn't make me feel like I was just this, like I was some dumb kid. He made me feel like I was somebody in his class. And it's people like that that I appreciate in the long run. And it's people just like yourself to all our science department at DVMS. That's why I appreciate you guys, because I've been in those classrooms. I've seen the work you guys put in, and I want to say thank you, man, for doing what you're doing. Thank you, Miss Rodriguez. But to the Mr. Rodriguez's out there at Dale Valley Middle School, thank you so much for all your hard work. Thank you for your love, your caring. Thank you for everything you do. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. I wish you nothing but love and blessings. I wish you a happy, happy, happy Teacher Appreciation Week. To our science department, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for caring, for loving, and for always being on a mission for success. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Mr. Jones is over and out.